Evening, conscious gaming fans. I'm WXFan21. Welcome in to Conscious Gaming versus Chuck E. Cheese. This is a ESEA Intermediate lower bracket playoff game, and it is kind of important. We're in the lower bracket. This is do or die for both teams. Conscious Gaming and Chuck E. Cheese, both 5-1 in the playoffs this season. Which of these two teams are going to be able to make the next leap on in the lower bracket, and which of these teams are going home and getting 1 month off, because the next season doesn't start until January 11th. So who's getting the month off? We're going to find out shortly. We are in a tech pause at the moment. We're waiting on one more member of Chuck E. Cheese to reconnect, so don't go anywhere. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the music. I'll be back with the start of map number 1, Overpass, when we come back. Welcome back, everybody. WXFan21 back here again with all of you. Welcome into Overpass. This is map number 1 of our best of 3 series this evening, and I cannot wait to get this started for each and every single one of you, because we are going to have ourselves an amazing best of 3 here between these two teams. Conscious Gaming going to be on the defense as Dreams comes in on the flank from Connector. Beautiful takeout by Dreams. Let's see what happens. Seth is the last one. He stuck out towards Struck. Defensive smoke out. Just a complete whiff. And it's going to be Dreams' double in a beautiful flank to allow Dreams to get the opening kill and the opening round of victory. Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win. Now we get the audio where I want it to be. Okay, sorry about that, folks. This is what happens when you cast Counter-Strike and play Counter-Strike. You have them at 2 completely different volume levels, so my apologies. But here we go. We're right back to the action here on Overpass. Conscious Gaming, like I said, wins the opening pistol round. Now we'll see what Chuck E. Cheese have in store here. They did elect to go a little light by here. They upgraded their pistols. But almost everyone's staying above that $2,000 threshold. Good attempt there with the CZ, but it's not going to do anything of a massive note. This is just Pharmapalooza for the side of Conscious Gaming. And that's going to kick things off as Marcel finishes off the last kill. And a nice triple from Sky, or from Psych as well. There you see it, our 3 maps for this best of 3. Overpass, picked by Chuck E. Cheese. Mirage, picked by Conscious Gaming. Should we need it, Dust 2 will be our decider. Welcome in, everybody. Again, I'm WXFan21, your caster for this intermediate lower bracket playoff Group B elimination game. Big shout-outs to Conscious Gaming for reaching out to me to cast this game. I've worked with them in the past. Glad to be back working with them yet again. Now that we get that out of the way with, this is going to be Conscious Gaming's first true test. And quite frankly, a test for a lot of Counter-Strike teams. Think about how conversion rounds typically go. The team that won, you have all these MP9s, this just conversion round by going up against a full gun round. We're going to see what Chuck E. Cheese can do with it. Let's see what happens. Very late play here from Chuck E. Cheese to figure out where they want to go. Look at the bomb. It's literally hanging out all the way over here towards the back of the B bomb site. You gotta go. 20 seconds on the clock. That bomb has to get over to B. And this is going to give Conscious Gaming a chance to full rotate in and deny a bomb plant. There's only 12 seconds left on the clock. Do something. Do a Counter-Strike. Have a cookie. Throw rocks at somebody from the heaven position. Do a Counter-Strike! Jeez! My goodness. Psych! 1v3, very winnable. Everyone's low and... Okay. From a HE-nade kill to a back-of-the-head kill, Psych is on it! Pulls out the ninja and gets the kill at the end? Are you kidding me? What a filthy kill! That was a filthy clutch. I know everybody was low, but my goodness, what a filthy 1v3 that was. What's up, NRB, you goat? All right. Mr. Conscious Gaming fans. That didn't even make any sense, but that's okay.
Hey Valve. I know you're listening. Can we please get some water back in the fountain? It looks a little dry. Okay, please and thank you.
Anyway, in all seriousness here, we got Conscious Gaming. That finally we get an op-out from Marcel. And Psych, after that amazing 1v3, will get taken down here. Marcel is going to back up and get away and just barely gets away with his life there in that one. This is looking like a much better attack from Chuck E. Cheese here. Seth B. making his way to A. Ooh, that is just some absolute miscues from Conscious Gaming in that round. I understand running off the rush of a clutch, but you gotta follow that up with a really solid round. And now Rem is gonna do his best to literally try saving this rifle. You still don't have a lot of money built up if you're Conscious Gaming. You've been reinvesting. This is not what you want to see, but Chuck E. Cheese, a beautiful round 4 and their first round of this best of 3 series. 3-1, Conscious Gaming on top. Jets, that slide did nothing to you. There was no reason to shoot the slide. Alright, round 5. This is where Conscious Gaming have to put their heads together and figure out, what do we do? They do elect to force buy. Marcel does force buy back his AWP. That could prove to be the difference maker here in this game in round number 5. Let's see what Loud is cooking up for this team. Notice how Loud as the IGL gives himself very simply an MP9. Coming in now, Psych is going to have to take a defensive position from bathrooms. A is wide open. It's going to be Raim as well in here in the bathrooms. Has to take out Link and able to get one. There's Marcel. Beautifully done. Marcel's op paying dividends. 2 kills already for him. Bomb does go down, but this is a beautiful 4v3 retake. Joy could have a kill here, and not going to happen. Had the opportunity, got a little aggressive. Seth B does have an op and just deletes Reem from this map. But a nice retake, and like I mentioned earlier, Marcel's 4-spot op proves to be the difference maker here in round 5. 4-1 with Conscious Gaming on top. We're going to have ourselves a buy round. NRB in YouTube chat says, fun fact, Chuck E. Cheese only ever played this map twice throughout their entire season. So this is their attempt at a punish pick, although it's not much of a punish pick since Conscious play it. Very well said, NRB. And NRB also says that he thinks Chuck E. Cheese blended the vetoes. Well, we'll see. Once again, your best of 3, Overpass, Mirage, and Dust 2. Make or break for both teams here. And why I say for both teams is, yes, you have a little bit more money in the Conscious Gaming side, but it really doesn't matter. Now the pace is picked up. You're looking at a fast B-side execute here. Link coming in with just a little bit of light. Finds the opening kill on Rem. Seth's going to go plant to the right side of Pillar. This is a ballsy maneuver here. You have Dreams that has just been deleting people from the pit position. Loud comes in as well, and now it's down to a 2v2. As Loud able to take out one more. Marcel, who has not seen any action yet, is locked in over here towards the right side of Sandbags, and a flashbang is out. It's Marcel and Loud versus Cypher. And that's... Oh, a missed op shot from Marcel, but easily cleaned up by Loud. Marcel's going to want that one back. But it's 5-1 Conscious, and, yeah, as NRB says in YouTube chat, this could very well work against Chuck E. Cheese's favor. Now, also, fun fact, NRB is on one of the teams I cast for. And, yeah, we played against Chuck E. Cheese this past season. Now, this is an elimination game for one of these teams. Chuck E. Cheese so far had one good-looking round. The rest, they look a little lost. If you like what you see and like what you hear, share this video with a bunch of peeps. Let's get that viewer count up. Appreciate Conscious Gaming for allowing me to step on in here and cast this. All right, here we go. Killjoy. Oh, boy. Has an opportunity. Okay. Now I think Conscious Gaming are just getting a little too overzealous. That could have gone really badly for them. If that head had been able to be peeked, oh, it could have been very, very bad. All right. Let's go. Let's see what happens. Cypher from inside front bathrooms, waiting for the rest of his teammates to figure out what they want to do. Oh, but,
Look who has the bomb. Dreams has the bomb. They're not getting that back. It's going to be a battle between Dreams and Link. Dreams is going to be able to get the kill. And now with 30 seconds left, Dreams has guarded the bomb. And Chuck E. Cheese has blundered here yet again on their map pick. 24 seconds. There is no time to get it to a bomb site. They have to hold and they have to get the win. This is absolutely freaking brutal. Pardon my language, but Dreams is literally sitting back there with a spot of tea and having a beautiful biscotti and enjoying a beautiful Winnie. And I tried making that a joke and it just didn't go anywhere. 6-1 Conscious Gaming. That's a mistake I expect to see in a pug. Not in an elimination game of a playoff.
Yeah, tactical timeout coming in for Chuck E. Cheese.
Hey, listen, I know this is delayed, but hey, Chuck E. Cheese, can you do me a favor? Whoever your IGL is, can you please not yell at your team? It was a simple, honest mistake. It could happen to anybody. It's happened to all of us in Pugs at one point or another. Don't sweat it. Get your heads back in the game. But don't let it happen again!
All right, all seriousness, this is going to be a really good finish to the half. Because what we really need to see is... we need to see Chuck E. Cheese... and listen, Counter-Strike fans, and I want to hear from everyone watching this stream. You can post in the YouTube chat. How many times has that happened to you in a pug? What are you going to be saying? Because I'm saying to my team, like, you know what? We need to shake it off. Let's get our heads back in the game in the next round. What are you saying to your teammates right now after a blunder like that? I'm saying it's one round. Get your heads back in the game. I mean, come on. It's happened to probably all of us at one point or another. Disc says comms are probably going silent after that one. You know?
Hey, Seth. Come in, we need to have a little talk.
You just got deleted, decapitated, and yeeted from Overpass all the way to Inferno.
Someone get the man some Advil. Might have a headache after that.
Not much Chuck E. Cheese can do here. It's an eco round. What's even more brutal, and if you're a Chuck E. Cheese fan, you might want to look away. 3 AKs in the hands of Conscious Gaming. Along with Marzal's op, they literally are now starting to build up an economy. And on the CT side, in round number 9, this is not what you want to see. So if you're Chuck E. Cheese, you need to stop that momentum of Conscious Gaming. You need to win out the rest of this to have any kind of shot on your CT side, because this has looked absolutely brutal, except for round number 4, but you actually got the win. And now we do have a 2-man stack here on B to defend, and, yeah, Psych is going to punish them. Connector has fallen. Psych is proving to be probably the biggest difference maker right now. From his 1v3 clutch earlier to how he's been holding Connector. And I will say, he's done a pretty great job at holding Connector. He hasn't aggressed too much to push into the T's line of sights. He's really been doing his best job at holding top stairs into bottom stairs and really trying to pick his spots. The way he's holding it has been really, really good. But now, Chuck E. Cheese have to figure out where to regroup. We got a 2-man stack over here on the A bomb site, a 3-man stack on B, and they are going to run into the 3-man stack, 1 heaven, 2 pit. What's going to happen? It's going to be a bloodbath in favor of Conscious Gaming. Marzal's going to want a refund on that op. That absolutely hit. Hashtag subtick. I'm kidding. Nicely done. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful execution. And no one picked up Marzal's up. Oh, he just gets dropped an up. Why not? Brutal round here for Chuck E. Cheese. You look at the force buy. 3 AKs, little to no utility. A Galil and a MAC-10. A prayer, hope, and dream. Chuck E. Cheese really wants to make this B bomb site execute work, because they haven't been able to do anything on the A bomb site. Marcel! Missed op shot again! Could come back to bite his team here! Alright. First time conscious gaming has been tested in quite some time. And Psych, unfortunately, didn't take a look to his left. Finally, conscious gaming. I guess that hope and a prayer worked for them because that force buy is all they had. And it worked out. That force buy did work out for them. Happy for them.
Hey, conscious gaming fans. Look how beautiful that buy is.
And Ram gets the boosted kill from the guys through connector. That was filthy. Absolutely filthy. But now we're seeing Chuck E. Cheese hanging out over the long. Oh, no, not this again. Not this. Okay. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Seth got the bomb. You got the bomb. Chuck E. Cheese fans, it's fine. It's fine. You got the bomb. It's not going to be left behind this time. It's fine. What's not fine is Chuck E. Cheese attempted to come through long with little to no utility to retake the A bomb site, and you literally are walking into the barrels of conscious gaming. Bye, Marcel. Have a nice day. Got a little over... Oh, no, 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 no! Dreams again on the flank. And, several missed shots. So this will be a free bomb plant. And it's Seth. And so I can't even finish what I was going to cast. That's it. GG's. End of story.
Yo, hey, conscious gaming or going to pimp.
If it was going to be this much of a bloodbath, you could have just told me not to cast and I could have just gone to bed early. Is your team not getting paid by the hour? I don't think they're getting paid by the hour. This is a bloodbath. Nah, I'm just kidding. Let's go. 9-2. Tactical timeout has come in from the side of conscious gaming. You know, this is something I feel like isn't talked about enough. When you're up, it doesn't mean you can't take a tactical timeout. You absolutely should. You should take a breath, reset. Vibes are good. Everyone's chilling. But you should be taking breathers. That's all I'm saying. Also, how's the audio quality compared to casting in the game audio? Let me know in the YouTube chat. I did have to adjust it down from where some of my normal settings are. Let's go. Marcel is doing his best from divided to hold party. That Molotov, he's got to respect it and back on out. I'll fix that right after this round, guys. I appreciate that. I'll drop the gain on my mic for the time being. Rem's able to find one. Dreams as well. Chuck E. Cheese has not been able to really make anything stick. they have been struggling mightily to try to make anything stick of any kind of execute. Even when they have executes, they really can't hold. And Conscious Gaming continue this utter dominance here on Overpass. Ladies and gentlemen, we've reached the end of the first half in absolutely dominant fashion. Literally, Conscious Gaming did their best Seth Rollins impression, curb stomping Chuck E. Cheese. Literally, that's what happened. They went in, curb stomped them, and now they're about to pin them for the first map win. Absolutely filthy. Here's the big question. Can Conscious Gaming keep it up on their T side? That's the question that's going to have to be asked. Here we go. I'm sorry. Can somebody check Mazal's wrist, please? How did his wrist not break? That was such a filthy quick snapback. Unreal. Loud coming now down the connector. Has the bomb. Gonna have to come in, and that's a beautiful peek right there for the side of Chuck E. Cheese. That is big information. Yo, 2 people are here. Seth, you get a clear monster, and you do. Beautiful one-shot kill with the P2000. And now, okay, Cypher! Nicely done. And Conscious Gaming, who had the opening kill, has fallen completely apart. Mazal is trapped, wondering where it all went wrong. And we're done. Cypher's triple is enough to lock that in. 17 kills for Psych. The dude's just playing on another level. But again, Conscious Gaming, they had a 10-2 advantage. Literally. Pull it up. Hitting into this half. Conscious Gaming fans, they have a 7-round lead. It's okay. No need to hit the panic button. All the momentum is all in their direction. And here comes Cypher, trying to do a lot more damage. He wants this round done and dusted. They want to get out of this clean. Clean it will not be. What is happening? Mazal and Ram are now going to get 2 guns in their hands. Okay. Loud making the Deagle look like an op. Understandable. What easily should have gone down the way of Chuck E. Cheese on the conversion is looking to be a safe round victory for the side of Conscious Gaming. Link 1v3. And you have to ask yourself if you're Link, do I just save this rifle? What? He's gonna save. He's stuck up in heaven. He gets ticked down a bit more off the HE. He's got no kit. Ladies and gentlemen, what you just witnessed was one of the best ecos. It wasn't even an eco, because you just had a couple upgraded pistols. That was so filthy. No one's left alive for Chuck E. Cheese. That is game, set, match in map number 1. Chuck E. Cheese needed that conversion. Look at their economy. It is gone. It is broken. Conscious Gaming with highway robbery. And they will take a tactical timeout. Louds be like, okay, we got one, focus, let's clean this up and finish. What an absolute drubbing this has been for the side of Conscious Gaming. Chuck E. Cheese has had some very respectable rounds, But unfortunately, and NRB said it in chat earlier, a team that has only played this map twice in officials all season thought they'd have a punish pick. Conscious Gaming has proven that it is not a punish pick and is something that has fallen in their favor. Question is, can Conscious Gaming truly put it away? They're going up against a force buy. Why not? They got to be able to pull it off. Oh, beautiful nade stack. Here comes Killjoy out towards long. Looking out towards playground. Able to find one. No kills, though. Lot of chip damage from the CTs. But who else but Psych? Coming in with the triple. Dreams finishes off Link. And we are all but done here on Overpass. Good night, Psych quad kill. Oh, and the bomb plant add insult to injury. Okay. Psych has 22 kills. Psych has more kills than Loud and Rem combined. Psych has almost as many kills as Dreams and Mazal put together. Psych is really just playing on another level right now. Can he take that into Mirage? That momentum, this level of dominance into Conscious Gaming's map pick of Mirage? Well, we will find out. Because now you have Chuck E. Cheese that are literally playing with rubber mallets against the buzzsaws of Conscious Gaming's rifles. Seth B heading on in. Ram is just pre-firing. Beautiful kill from Seth. Much respect. Able to go in off the back of the connector guy play. But Psych, who else? Molotov, double molly. It's going to be an A-site take here for Conscious. The only one left to defend is Cypher with just a deagle. A deagle, a prayer, a dream. Hater shades on. Tries to buy time for his teammates to come in, and Link's quad kill is enough to lock in a fourth. And they have 3 AKs in their hands. Big round from Chuck E. Cheese. But it's most likely all for naught. Plenty of money in the bank for Conscious Gaming. Loud jumps down into connector. Taking connector control early. Jets is going to move on in. Nice kill onto Dreams, but now backed up by his teammate. Jets and Lynx seem to have this B site on total lockdown. Loud's able to find one, but just go... Okay. I was going to say goes into battling a 2v1, but made it a 1v1. Now, can Psych continue his unrelenting pursuit of dominance? He's got 23 kills. He and Rem are the only ones that remain for Conscious Gaming here on Chuck E. Cheese's map pick of Overpass. Psych has an opportunity to end this right now and cement this as one of the greatest plays of his young career. Can he end it? A 1v3 clutch in round number 4. Really pushed and propelled Conscious Gaming to new heights. But it'll have to wait for the next round. Conscious Gaming have lost 2 rounds straight. And are going to be forced up against an eco. Looks like a fast B site execute for Conscious as they make their way on in. Marcel peeks around and finds 3 members of CEC lurking over inside a pit. Now it's Psych with just a Tech 9 trying to do some damage, able to find the head of Link. 4v4 with the rifles in favor of Chuck E. Cheese. 9 times out of 10, this should go the way of Chuck E. Cheese, but it may not be today. It's Cypher and Jets. They're on the bomb. Jets is down to 4. Are they going to finish it off right now? Is there enough time? It is not Conscious off the back of an eco. Send us to Mirage. Unreal. Psych finishes it off with 26 kills. The dude was on another level. And that will do it. 13-5 is your scoreline at the end of Overpass. We head to Conscious Gaming's map pick of Mirage. Coming up next.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it away. Tonight, we gonna let it away. Tonight, we gonna let it away. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it away. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up tonight. We gonna let it up, babe. Tonight we gonna let it up just like the sunrise. We gonna light it up.
Welcome back, everybody. If you are just tuning in, I'm WXFan21, casting this lower bracket round 7 matchup for Conscious Gaming. And Conscious Gaming are taking on the team of Chuck E. Cheese. Winner. So how this works is you have to be top 8. Top 8 will guarantee you a spot in main. I am not sure if that's going to be here or if they need, I believe winner advances to main. But I'm not super sure on that. Now, at the very end, let's get this started, guys, all right? We got games happening. We got Mirage. We got Joy hanging out over in Sandwich. Psych coming in, doing his same stuff as last time, but unfortunately, it's not going to go his way. As it is going to be an A-site hold for Chuck E. Cheese. Can everyone hear me okay? Let's go, let's go. Bomb's gonna get planted by Conscious. Big amounts of money here. Let's go. Big money, but unfortunately, Conscious are gonna run into these rifles, and can they pull off another eco? We'll find out. And they will not. Conscious Gaming cannot pull that off. 2-0 Chuck E. Cheese over Conscious Gaming. But it's time for a buy round for the side of Conscious Gaming. YouTube chat, can you hear me okay? I'll take no response as a yes. Here we go. Conscious Gaming looking to take mid control here. We get a couple headed in towards the B long apartments. Yo, Loud on out, Molotov on out. He's going to nade right into Sniper. But it does give away his position. Baiting out some utility. Mid control taken. 4 in mid. Look at what we see here, guys. You have one lurker all the way inside a palace. That's Dreams. We'll see if that lurk is going to pay off. He does have to wait for the rest of his team to make his way on in into the A bomb site. All right. It is Trader-Palooza out here towards mid when the dust has settled. Chuck E. Cheese coming away with looking like a really solid CT side hold here. Loud, the IGL for Conscious. Does have the bomb. 42 seconds on the clock. He's got time. He's baited out a B rotate. Now making his way to mid. They're not falling for it. And Cypher's going to have the easy kill. Beautiful, nice hold there by Cypher.
This is going to be really interesting here for the side of Conscious Gaming. You see the Scout on Psych, but that's really all they have. They have a couple upgraded pistols and these Deagles. But I really don't know what much else they could want. Cypher doesn't clear it, and that's a free kill for Loud. Jets with a defensive smoke. He's the only one here, and he's low on 37 hit points. Loud does picked up AK. Nice trade out by Loud, and Jets has a free kill. Maybe two. Does have two. Psych able to finish him off. Now we're down to a really interesting 2v2 scenario. Both players have control of the B-bomb site. But Seth has an op. And Killjoy making his way in from Cat. Finds one. Now knows one's out to bench. And here's the opper. Okay! Psych! Nicely done, but unfortunately falls to the op SFB. And that is a fourth for Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese looking super solid here on Mirage. Was Overpass just luring Conscious Gaming into a false sense of security? Or is that the only 4 rounds that Chuck E. Cheese are going to get? Marcel attempts to get a kill. Can't pull it off. Cypher able to find 1 kill. This aggression from Chuck E. Cheese is really benefiting them here early! Psych falls. Conscious Gaming has really struggled here to start off Mirage. And this, by the way, is their map pick. And we're going to have to see how Conscious able to pull this back together. Can they pull it back together? They have grouped up over here towards A main. And now you're sending one inside a palace. Do not have any smokes for this take. You got flashbangs and mollies. There's really not much else you can do in Mazal. Oh, these missed op shots throughout this series really might be coming back to bite him right now. Cypher takes out the IGL inside a palace, and we are done. Unless Mazal pulls off the greatest 1v4 clutch in the history of clutches. Well, I mean, you're on the A bomb site. It is the site Cadian pulled off the 1v4 clutch. But unfortunately, no Cadian heroics here. 5-0 Chuck E. Cheese on top. If I'm Loud, I'm calling a tactical timeout, and I'm getting my boys back together and figuring out what to do next. There you go. Tactical timeout has come in for the side of Conscious Gaming. Conscious Gaming. Looks like they're going to go Hero AK and put that AK in the hands of who else? Psych. Fans, get ready. It's a fast execute of the A bomb site. Loud coming in first. Link has nowhere to go. Caught with a nade out. Cypher, who's been so good here already on for Chuck E. Cheese on Mirage. 13 kills is going to be put to the test right now. Seth, unfortunately, missed Molotov into the jungle position and is going to pay for it. Jets is destroyed and deleted. A beautiful call from Loud to get Conscious Gaming there first. The Hero AK does, in fact, pay off. And the A-Rush on top of the Hero AK nets Conscious Gaming their first win here on their map pick, a Mirage. Now, was that just a blip on the radar? Or has Conscious Gaming finally found the chink in Chuck E. Cheese's defensive armor here on Mirage? Killjoy with just a FAMASA in hand. Cypher with an MP9 in hand. I would like to have a cookie in my hand. Okay. Dreams is sending Jets to sleep. Psych not ready for the second cat player. Cypher is going to go back off, though. MP9 in hand for him. Has to contend with Loud coming in on from top mid. Cypher with a beautiful kill. That's his 14th kill in 7 rounds. All 3 members of Chuck E. Cheese grouped up towards Catwalk. They got utility to retake. But Marcel does take out Cypher. Rem backed up inside of the B-bomb site. And that's it. Conscious Gaming win their 2nd in a row. Are you still with me, fans? Let's go. Chuck E. Cheese 5, Conscious Gaming 2. Let's go, let's go, let's go. What an outstanding last 2 rounds from Conscious Gaming. They're heading... And now this is an interesting round here. Because Seth B has an op. So... I can't believe I'm saying this, but a hero op for the side of Chuck E. Cheese on an eco? We're going to see if that's going to pay off for them. Mid-control taken by Conscious Gaming. Look at the information. Chuck E. Cheese has already cleared out A main, and now they've cleared out T-spawn. This is massive info for them. They know they're all grouped up to mid. Jets is going to be able to come in on a flank, but he just has this upgraded 5-7. That's it. Jets is going to be able to find one if he decides to pull off the full flank. He's now heading into TV room. Through the apartment. Psych dancing around his teammate. Trades on A by Steers to start things off. Here's the Loud. Free kill. Beautiful flank from him. But the IGL has said you need to go A now. We have one all the way in apartments. Here we go. Dreams. Literally dancing up in the clouds. They are shooting down into the underpass. Rem. Ooh. Now heard the sound of the op! Can they do anything about it? Seth needs to fall if conscious of any hopes of maintaining this round. Marcel does take out Link. And it's going to be a ninja defuse, potentially. No. Hasta luego, baby. Conscious Gaming wins their 3rd round straight. You know, I asked earlier, was Chuck E. Cheese luring Conscious Gaming into a false sense of security after the 13-5 drubbing? And it wasn't even that close by Chuck E. Cheese as well. That could have easily been 13-2. But was Chuck E. Cheese luring Conscious Gaming into a false sense of security? But now you have to ask yourselves, fans. Was Conscious Gaming just playing with their food? This is the conscious gaming we saw on Overpass. This is the conscious gaming that was so deadly. Well, they found their way back. May have taken them several rounds. But they're back. Cypher, missed shots from him is going to cost him his life here in round number 9. He's going to watch his teammates from the sidelines as this is all but done. That was a beautiful teamwork execute from Conscious Gaming. Everyone played around each other really, really well and was set up in positions for trades if needed. Conscious Gaming have won their 4th round, and that's 4 in a row straight, and forced Chuck E. Cheese back into an eco. Ladies and gentlemen, we could be looking at a very much of a tie game, but there's still a lot of Counter-Strike to play. 5-4! Chuck E. Cheese's lead has evaporated to just 1 round. Psych has gone down. But this isn't a 1v5, folks. It's a 5v5. That's why we play as teams. Psych may have gone down, but he does have his teammates to rely upon him. This is not going to be dancing around here. As Joy's going to go in and get the information. Easy kill, but that's big info for the side of Chuck E. Cheese because they realized there were at least 2 over there towards A main. And now they know exactly where they're headed, but it really doesn't matter. Because as much as Link's rifle could really pull this off, Marcel just too quick on the trigger. We are tied. 5-5. This game started off 5-0 in favor of Chuck E. Cheese. And then after a scrappy round 6 and a scrappy round 7, Conscious Gaming have gone back to their winning ways the same way we saw them on Overpass. Round 11, we're finally going to see what these teams can do with full buys. Welcome to the end of the first half, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just tuning in, I'm WXFan21, casting for Conscious Gaming this evening. It's going to be opening kills here out towards mid. Trade a Palooza, but Psych is going to get the better of the cat player. And that does leave the 4v2. Make that a 4v1. This is the Conscious Gaming, again, that we saw in Overpass that was so deadly. Winning their 1v1 duels. Taking space and in timings that Chuck E. Cheese were not prepared for. Loud throwing that op out of play just in case. Jets is already hanging out inside the apartments. Might be going to make himself an egg sandwich. Sandwich. Five has become 6-5. Conscious Gaming have taken their first lead here on Mirage. And again, I want to point out just kind of what we've been seeing from Conscious Gaming. That last round, when they were able to execute onto the A bomb site and mid at the same time, when Psych was holding out towards Cat, you had one player that was pushing out onto A, and these guys are so confident in their ability to win their 1v1 duels That threw Chuck E. Cheese through a loop on timing. Because they thought that they were somewhere else. They were executing A. Psych was able to hold mid. And that really proved to be the deciding factor. Psych's hold of mid, allowing Conscious Gaming to take control of the A bomb site, and in that little few seconds of confusion, allowed Conscious Gaming to get ahead. Link now with just a FAMAS, spots the player over towards connector. Nice kill from Dreams. He's been doing a really good job lurking inside of the Palace position. Now Seth B with that CZ, unfortunately can't make anything work. Can Conscious Gaming send us to a 7-5 half? Bomb planted. No point in saving. There's no rounds after this. Done. That's the Conscious Gaming that you all have come to expect. 7-5. It was 5-0 at the start of this map. Conscious Gaming have won 7 straight and are now headed into the CT side of their map pick. Utility rains in onto the A-bomb site from Chuck E. Cheese. Already flooded out of the Palace. Good kill so far from Conscious Gaming. But at the very least, we should get a bomb plant from Chuck E. Cheese. Bomb planter is too concerned with all the angles to clear. And now has trapped himself between the proverbial rock and hard place. Over towards ticket booth. They're about to get pincered. Good night. 8 in a row. Conscious Gaming are not stopping. Dreams has an XM. Oh dear. What is gonna happen now? Where is Dreams going with an XM? Oh dear. Ooh. Okay, Cypher. Takes Rem out while trying to cross, and it's gonna be a quick A-site attack as well. Flooding out here on the A-bomb site. Link and Cypher doing damages with their Deagles. Chuck E. Cheese has just about had enough of being kicked around here on Mirage. They said, you know what? We already started this 5-0. Time for us to roar back. But they still have just Deagles. They've yet to be able to pick up any of the rifles. So the gun advantage still in the hands of Conscious Gaming. And that missed Deagle kill from Seth B could very well cost them. You've got to be ready for this player inside a Palace. Can they pull it off? Here's Jets. Palace, right now, dropping down. Ninja diffuses on. We could be looking at an ending game right now if this knife kill connects. What's going to happen? Conscious Gaming manages to pull it off, and Marcel gets the knife kill. Oh, that was such a messy end to that round, ladies and gentlemen. But nonetheless, Conscious Gaming, 9. Chuck E. Cheese, 5. What an absolutely fun best of 3 that we have on hand for you folks tonight. Marcel, another missed op shot. Psych is gonna hold Cat. Is spotted by the chair player. Cypher taken down to just half health. You know how important mid-control is on Mirage. What are Chuck E. Cheese going to be able to do with it? Just because you control it doesn't mean you can execute from it. Looks like they want to try pushing into connector. Killjoy's made his way on in there. Loud takes out Cypher. A beautiful flank from Loud as well to get the info about T-spawn and A-main. But it's going to be for naught, as Loud's flank is going to have an interesting effect here, because the two B-site players are far away from this site. Really good positioning for Chuck E. Cheese on the post plant. You are running out of time on a possible retake. I'm calling save right now. I'm literally calling a save if I'm Conscious Gaming. You are going to be in a world of hurt. The post plans are just too strong. And it is going to be an attempted retake and will fall. Chuck E. Cheese stop the 9-0 run. And we'll grab their 6th. King Conscious Gaming net 10, and will Chuck E. Cheese we got net 7. This round number 16 is going to prove to be pivotal. It is going to attempt to be a force buy here for the side of Conscious Gaming. Dreams on a mag 7. Here we go. We saw an eco lead to winning overpass for Conscious Gaming. Gonna have to be that right here, right now for Conscious to stop Chuck E. Cheese from attempting to tie this up. Three v 3. Still have some kills going the way of Conscious. Ram up in his hands though. Link, that drop is gonna be heard by the sniper player. Yes, that's his team. They'd be like, yo, I think there's one over here towards Cat. You gotta be ready. And the bomb is locked in by Ram. Now the Mag 7 misses its mark. Bomb is dropped. We saw this happen over on Overpass. The oversight that the bomb is dropped in the wrong spot, but unreal, beautiful kill. Leaves Psych in a 1v2. It's winnable, but heading right into Cypher's crosshairs. A good attempt from Conscious Gaming does deal a lot of damage to the economy of Chuck E. Cheese. They're going to have to go to the cashier, withdraw some tokens, or give money, withdraw some tokens, and go play again. Eco round coming up for Conscious Gaming. Lot closer map than we saw on Overpass. Here we go. Miss Nate's here, but it's just too strong. The eco is going to fall for Conscious Gaming, and we are all but done here. We have a 9-8 scoreline. Conscious Gaming had a 9-0 run to take a 9-5 lead. It has now been 3 rounds in favor of Chuck E. Cheese, and now finally, Conscious Gaming are going to have some semblance of a bye here. No head armor for anybody on the CT side. Getting an extra piece of utility or two. One lead for Chuck E. Cheese, 4 towards A, 1 out towards mid. There's the utility for the mid play. And here we go. Chuck E. Cheese executes side out now. 2 coming out of Palace. 1 player in Loud, stuck over here to triple. Able to find the first kill though. Still has to contend with all these other players, keeping it very positive and couldn't get the second kill. Now, they are in the man disadvantage, our Conscious Gaming. Loud did everything he could. Marcel is falling as well. But Psych takes out the mid player. And just like that, we're down to a 2v2. Marcel, that kill may have gone his way. Had he able to get it earlier in the round. Psych does it again. The 1v2 retake for the man, the myth, the legend himself in Psych. Nets Conscious Gaming their 10th, and they're 3 rounds away from eliminating Chuck E. Cheese from the intermediate playoffs. Fast execute from Chuck E. Cheese onto the A-bomb site this time. Rem was doing everything he could to play trigger discipline. I do not blame him. He's still able to pull off 2. The scout of Marcel in from jungle. He's going to be denied. The 2B site players are going to have to rush in. A good call from Chuck E. Cheese here in round number 19. 30 seconds left on this retake. Dreams unfortunately taken out by Cypher. Psych, you've done it once before in this best of 3. You're going to be called upon yet again to do a 1v3, and you are already saving. Chuck E. Cheese will rip that one back. 10-9. Conscious Gaming still on top by 1. But this is going to be a very, very rough bye coming up in round 20. It's most likely just going to be the Hero AK with a save round coming up. Psych, full utility belt. YouTube chats on the edge of their seats. Watching their favorite teams compete. And Conscious Gaming fans are watching Conscious Gaming getting mowed down. Sykes Hero AK manages to find 1 kill. Free A bomb site. Planted bomb. Psych is going to attempt to save again. Now going to have to go into this ladder duel. They just miss each other. Underpass being cleared. Cypher on the hunt. Cypher, 22 kills for him. He is going absolutely bonkers here on Mirage. Psych has 19. 2 top frags for their respective teams. We're tied. 10 apiece. Can Chuck E. Cheese force Dust 2? Or can Conscious Gaming, off the back of this upcoming bye, put an end to Chuck E. Cheese's attempted comeback? Tactical timeout coming in for Conscious Gaming. All right, folks, here we go. Make or break round for both teams. If Chuck E. Cheese win this, they're in the driver's seat to win this entire map. If Conscious Gaming win it, it is going to make a massive dent in Chuck E. Cheese economy. is it. And Conscious Gaming win the duels out towards mid. Chuck E. Cheese looking for that B site execute. Cypher dropped to just 5 hit points. Cypher's going to have to rely upon his teammates here to pick up some of the slack. Mazal's off. Missed off shot. Was trying for the no-scope. Not going to happen. He was the only defender left. So a bomb is going to get planted. But again, this retake, realistically, should go the way of Conscious Gaming. But the futility and hold is too much, as Chuck E. Cheese might have just put the nail in the coffin of Conscious Gaming on their map pick of Mirage. Final tactical timeouts come in for Conscious Gaming. An outstanding post-play and hold for Chuck E. Cheese. Are we headed to Dust 2? 'Cause it certainly seems like it. It is an eco. Conscious Gaming will be playing for overtime. Should they not win this round. Round 22. Dust 2 looms on the horizon as a possibility. Should Chuck E. Cheese be able to force it? Psych in hand with a knob does find a beautiful shot onto the player going towards chair. Couple of kills headed the way of Conscious Gaming. Loud is absolutely deleted from this map. It is a very winnable 3v3 for Conscious Gaming. Rem finds 1 kill. Peeks around, has no idea where the other 2 are. Now, this is just leaving it on Link. You have Cypher running all the way from mid into a main. Link is just tapping away, and they've done it, ladies and gentlemen. We're guaranteed the end of regulation. Somehow, some way, Conscious Gaming have done it again. That is their second eco round victory in this best of 3 at pivotal times. Their first helped them to get their 13th and the victory on Overpass. That just sent us to 11. And now, we are guaranteed the end of regulation. This is it. The biggest round of this map has arrived. Round 23. Everyone's got a full buy. Who is going to be able to pull this off? Can Conscious Gaming get their 12th and get map and game point? Or are Chuck E. Cheese going to reach map point? And look at the aggression we're seeing from Conscious. They have thrown caution to the wind. They're not playing defense anymore. The aggression up towards mid has taken away Chuck E. Cheese's mid presence. Now down to a 5v3. Conscious Gaming ahead by 2 players in the double man advantage. Now the players headed over to B. Dreams spots one. Defensive smoke is going to go. But are they going to be ready for who else but Psych? He's here. Dreams unfortunately falls. Doesn't even get a lot of damage onto Link. But Link realizing, yeah, yo, I'm nowhere near the A-bomb site, dude. And I think Loud heard it. I think Loud heard the running footsteps. Good night. A is no longer open for business. Can Conscious Gaming pull this off? Link now left alone in a 1v3. He's got 1 smoke. That's it. Smoke is out. He has to win his duels. 10 seconds left. He's going to attempt to plant here. Spraying and praying. And Loud will find the kill. Ladies and gentlemen, it may have taken all 24 rounds on their map pick. But we here, round 24. Conscious Gaming, map and game point. A single map and game point. This is it. Can Conscious Gaming push forward into lower bracket round 8? Can they send Chuck E. Cheese packing? This is it. Can they pull it off? Jets is down here, crouched inside a corner, gonna boost a player inside a sniper. Can they pull it off? Psych finds the first. Minute 10 on the clock, still plenty of time for Chuck E. Cheese to figure out where to execute from. Psych just happened to find the hair of Killjoy. As Killjoy falls, and Killjoy, give him a lot of credit. He's had a really good map as well, but it's all for naught. Ladies and gentlemen, Conscious Gaming just way too much to overcome. They have advanced to the lower bracket. They're going to round number 8. Absolutely insane what we saw from the side of Conscious Gaming. What a filthy way to end that. Beautiful victory from Conscious Gaming. And remember, at one point, they were down 5-0 to Chuck E. Cheese on their map pick and Mirage. They then went 9 consecutive to bring it back to some semblance of what looked like an actual map pick. And they were able to pull it off. It took all 24 rounds. They had one shot to end it without Chuck E. Cheese forcing overtime. And you know what? They were able to pull it off. GG's and congratulations to every single member of both of those teams. Conscious Gaming advance. And unfortunately for the side of Chuck E. Cheese, their journey is over in ESEA Intermediate this year. Now remember, if we take a very quick look, and I'm going to bring up the bracket for everybody. Let's take a look at the bracket. Because now with this victory, they've made their way into round number 8. They should be able to make their way in to main. 1st to 8th, guaranteed main. If we take a look at who's left, and there's a long way to go to determine this. There are still 4 matches here, which means you still have 8 teams here. So they're not out of the woods just yet. There's still some stuff to go. So while Chuck E. Cheese remain an intermediate, it does look like that Conscious Gaming are very, very close for the opportunity to make their way inside of Maine. And we are actually joined by the coach, believe it or not, the coach of the fantastic Conscious Gamers. Coach Red, welcome in.
How's it going tonight?
Good. GG's and congratulations. What an outstanding, well, I guess outstanding Mirage, because Overpass was an absolute drubbing. How's the team feel after that?
Good, good. You know, we've been on a good little streak here, and we're, you know, winning matches when we should be winning them. We're taking opponents' map picks. You know, you got to feel good about that.
Absolutely. Talk to us real quick, because there really wasn't too much to talk about there on Overpass. He could have easily been a 13-2. Did you guys just have them figured out? What was the deal there on Overpass?
So our boy Rim does a lot of, you know, watching of the opponent's matches for us, and he comes back with some real good info, so that definitely helps. But, you know, Overpass is a strong pick for us. We've been, I think we're 3-0 on it now on the season, 2 of which were in playoffs. So, you know, it was a good map pick for us that they felt confident on, and they weren't.
Makes sense to me. Now, leading into Mirage, I mean, let's face it, you guys were staring down 0-5 to start.
What were the vibes like heading into that? Because you guys did lose a couple of really close rounds there in your first couple of gun rounds.
I think when we get it close, it honestly just kind of boosts our confidence. Where a lot of teams look back on that and they think, oh, we should have. We kind of look ahead like, all right, we got 4, we only needed 1 more. As for going down 0-5, that's we lose a lot of pistols this season. So we've had to be grinding back. I think yesterday of the 2 maps we played, we only won 1 pistol. We might have lost all 4 even.
Yeah.
So it's something we got to work on there, but it's also nice when you're winning maps and losing 2 pistols. It means you got a lot of good stuff to build off of there.
For sure. Now, walk me through it. You're steering down a potential overtime scenario. You had double scout, and you were able to pull off an eco round victory to send us to 11-11. Did you guys, once you got that, you were like, yeah, this game is over?
You feel a lot more confident anytime Dreams has a scout in his hand, is what we've learned this season. Psych's an added bonus there, too. Those guys hit shots, and any gun that you put in the hands of, Maz, Loud, or Rim, they're going to do some crazy stuff with as well. So
can we talk
we've
about
converted
Psych for a minute?
Yeah, go ahead, man. He's insane. The kid is absolutely insane.
Are we witnessing the birth of one of the next great riflers in NA? Because this kid...
We truly could be.
This kid is literally on another level. His awareness of situations on the map... I go back to round 4, that 1v3 that Psych had. His awareness to remain calm under that kind of pressure on a 1v3 hold... Because you guys were on the CT side, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
1v3 retake. He managed to catch somebody sleeping out to Monster, which was fine. He got the initial kill onto the site, took out the player that was sleeping on Monster, and all he had was the 1v1 duel, pulled it off. This kid's game sense and awareness of where he is really something to behold. We saw him take over Overpass. We saw him as arguably the strongest player. And look, playing Cat on Mirage is no joke. That is one of the toughest positions, probably next to Connector, that you can play on Mirage. He did that like a seasoned pro. Was able to rotate off of it if it was an A-side execute. Still contributed where he could. To me, he's the MVP of the game. And just a super young rising superstar. Talk to us a bit about Psych.
What's crazy is during that 3v1 on Overpass, he was cracking jokes. He was running up like, I'm gonna stick it. Like he's just of a different breed, man. Honestly, we're super lucky to have him. He's a very talented guy, and I think he has a bright future in the game. And yeah, we're super stoked that he's playing with us, and yeah, he's an absolute demon, man. Watching him play this season's been a delight.
Yeah, he's insane. Now walk us through this. We were looking right before we invited you on at the bracket, trying to figure out, have you made main? Do you still have one more round to go? From what I've looked at, it looks like there's one more round to go before top 8.
We are under the impression that we have one more round to go. However, the way it's set up is a little bit confusing, to say the least. We're not sure, to be honest. We're split as a team. We have 2 guys that think it is that was main. We have 2 or 3 of us that are thinking we got one more. It does say December 31st is our next scheduled match, but season ends on Saturday, so we'll have to see if that updates or changes. But we're not 100% sure, to be very honest with you.
I don't think this is going to December 31st. I think it could go till next Saturday. Considering how many games are left.
On the season says season ends Sunday. So it either updates and says we have a Saturday match, or they're putting us into main off of that win.
Well, let's find out. I refresh the page. We're going to go back to the lower bracket. And you're going to be facing... Unknown yet. You're facing the winner of the other game that's currently... It's scheduled for tomorrow. Freaky 5 versus Dragon Blue Balls. These names are fun.
Oh, man. It's a dream out here, buddy. We've had some really interesting ones this season.
Tell me about it. As someone whose first job was at a Chuck E. Cheese, do you know how much fun I've had casting them now twice this season?
That's awesome.
I've casted for Hyperspeed and we faced them, and I've casted them for you guys. They were still in my HUD. I never got rid of them. Do you know how much fun that is for me as someone who worked there for like 5 years as a high school and college job? That was an absolute treat.
Well, I'm glad you got to have some fun tonight, brother.
Yep.
We really appreciate you doing the casting for us.
Of course. So it does look like all of these lower bracket round 8 matches are scheduled for December 31st, which I don't quite understand unless they're giving you all a 2-week break, which that doesn't make any sense because the next season starts on the 11th. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens. But for all of you out there, make sure you stay tuned to all the Conscious Gaming socials. Make sure you're joining the Conscious Gaming Discord. Interact with all your fellow fans. Coach Red, what do you have to say? Finish it up here.
Really appreciate all you guys watching us and supporting us this season, guys. It's been an absolute fun time to, grind it out with these guys. Yeah, thanks to the team for always putting in the effort and putting in the work. Really appreciate you guys. So, just thanks.
Awesome.
Happy to be here.
Excellent. Well, Coach Red, thank you. Congratulations to your team. Folks, thank you all so much for watching. I'm not your normal caster, but I greatly appreciate Pimp asking me to do this. It was an absolute pleasure. That'll do it for us here. Conscious Gaming advanced to lower bracket round number 8. Split as if they're going to main or not. To find out, follow all the Conscious Gaming socials. We'll see you next time. Have a great night, everybody.